they can't win. Cause I crush misogyny with my trailer grin. This is West trailer, bow down, take note. I'm sinking your arguments, I'll vote and vote. No facts can't stop me, no man can compete. Cause the queen of the trailer will never be beat. I battle in the court and I battle online. Every word I say is pure divine. You call it nonsense, I call it fame. Remember, the world will know my name. This is twisted trailer, bow down, take note. I'm sinking your arguments, I'll go and grow. No facts can't stop me, no man can compete. Cause the queen of the trailer will never be beat. This is twisted trailer, bow down, take note. I'm sinking your arguments, I'll go and grow. No facts can stop me, no man can compete. Cause the queen of the trailer will never be beat. I don't just win, I redefine victory.
I redefine victory. I do that because, as you can see, I still own Baker and his little channel. And let me start by commenting on those horrible comments on the last one. I will tell you, I could make minimum wages at the dockyards working the corner. I've done it before. I can do it again. Because you can't look this pretty, you have to hate. Do you know what that is? That's pure misogyny. I've learned horrible things, and today we will talk about one of the girls I love the most. A girl that is suffering the misogynist. Our girl Linds has been outed, had her private thoughts put on the internets. And I, for one, think we should all come together and support Linds. She's been sued by the sewer turtle. And that's why I'm doing this fundraiser, so all of us can go support my girl Linds. I'm horrified by what I saw on the twit yesterday. No, I'm not talking about a girl sitting at 11:50 in the morning looking at men docking. I think that's okay. Who are you to say you don't stream or look or think about men docking? For those of you who don't know what it is, it's perfectly natural. This is what all men do. I know that because I have once been one. So I think that you should, instead of putting on your judgmental hat, should be putting on your spending cap. Like Big Dog. We always joke about makeup on a budget, but it's finally has happened. This is not, there's barely any makeup on me. I've seen you around. I've seen you in Baker's chat. You're the guy who claims to be from Arizona. Well, I know it's hot out there, just like it's hot in here. But I think you have been out in the sun too much. Your brain is fried if you think this is done on a budget. I barely have makeup on and I still look this hot. I am like Arizona Cardinal Stadium on a summer day. You wish you could be me. But thank you. Stop it, you are making my panties moist. Well, just like my girl Linds, she likes a little girl-on-girl action as well. 120-something pages or times it'll hit if you go into her phone download and see what she searched for. And those people who claim it's weird that she searched 500 and sometimes on male action is because you never tried it. It's beautiful, it's natural, and I support it. So does Linds. Thank you, Fusilu. This is just how I put a little bit of a dab on the lips today, just because I didn't think that the camera picked up my beautiful lips the last time. I have a slight touch on the lips, but sadly, so many haters in Baker's chat. Love the braids. Are they Dutch? Yes, actually. Thank you for noticing, because I changed my hair from the last video. I was so bored. I know some people said that I looked like Lee Mal, or that I was about to sing Journey. And I don't know what you meant by that. I had a bad hair day. I'd admit it. The humidity got to me. It was a little fluffy. But I took the day off yesterday and I said, girl, treat yourself. Because not everyone is as well adjusted as I am. But sometimes to be this great, you have to feel great. And I said, I am going out to get the finest haircut I can get in this horrible place called Denmark. And this is what I ended up with. I think it works. My braids are a little fluffy, but it's hard to make it a 10 every time. So I make it an 11. Thank you, little peanut. I am a little moist myself, just remembering that you also super chatted me in the last video. I know you want me, but you can have me. Well, a few more super chats than you can. Might flip me to the other side for Smexy Baker. I don't know who this. Are you talking about that horrible misogynist? You shouldn't support him. Ugh. I crack you up. Well, I'm no stranger to crack, if you know what I mean. Both on other females and in the pipe. Oh, stupid hair. Where can I donate to the cause? You can donate on all of my. I have Zillow, Pillow, EBT cards, everywhere you can support. I will pledge, like Amber Heard, I'll pledge all my income today. I'm up to date. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The misogynist pig, the sewer turtle, and Auntie Deb, who's actually not an aunt because it's a guy. Did you know some people will go online and pretend that they are someone else? I find that highly suspective, that some people will go online and claim, I'm Auntie Deb, when you're clearly a man. That's misogyny, because you are threatening down the strong women like me, who go on day after day and talk about how it is a struggle. I'm a woman, hear me roar. Wow. Those two misogynist pigs had a live show yesterday, sadly supported by almost 1,000 people. First time in history the Wilbur was sold out. Well, I'm sure Aiden just gave away all of the tickets, because who wants to hear sewer turtle talk? No one. And they had people coming in and giving speech. Have you heard about that Emily C, a horrible misogynist? She makes fun of people online. You can go on her twit right now and see her making fun of the greatest journalist of our time, De Petro. This is who we are up against, friends. These are people who will keep women's down. And my girl Linds. This is why you need to support me. Lindsay. I pledge I will pay her. These people filled a room. Well, they didn't fill it. They AI people in, and they had horrible misogynists coming in. The Glazer, Melanie Little, Mark Bed Arrow. All of these people participated in the misogyny just to kick a woman's down. I tried to get it banned. I sent multiple threats to the Wilbur and said, do you know he's a pig? He's a man. He's a misogynistic. And they said, please stop including the nudes. And I said, no. They go where I go. Hobby changed it over to this when I asked and subsequently burst out laughing. This is no laughing matter. This is a highly serious matter about men hurting women, says. Just because you might have Googled once or twice about big, strong men taking care of a twink. Oh, talking about twinks. I pledged to smoke some crack today too. Brandon, way ahead of you, if you know what I mean. No, but that Haley Valbrecht, if that's your name, is another hater going online claiming to be a strong woman. I understand why he wants to be a strong woman, because we're strong, we're independent, and I don't need no man. I do need some paper towels, but you can send it to me on my Amazon wish list. Just if you need to help a woman out, show some solidarity, bitches. But this man released all the material from Lindsay's phone, and then people started making fun of her. And I find that to be so bad. A lot of people have made fun of her searching a lot of male on male corn. But so what? Just because it's 11 in the morning when you have to flick your bean, it doesn't flick itself, does it? And maybe you need some extra oil to get the motor running. Why shouldn't you be allowed to do that? I see no problem in all of that. And people are saying, well, wasn't she in a horrible situation and she had to go and make sure that nothing horrible happened to her? She did. Right after she had searched some FFM, you know what I mean, on CornTube, she did try to Google Michael Tolley's address. And I can understand why. She needs to know who the cop she's talking to, where he lives. Who doesn't do that? Why can't I hear, I want to break free. I want EBT. I want to live on your tax bill because I am worth it for me. That's why you can hear it. It's my new song. It'll be out on the tubes soon. Don't say flick the bean. Hey, if you're repressed, that's okay. I'm a free woman. I can say what I want. But I have what shade of lipstick? This is a very modest, discreet little, I think it's called Candy Red. I got it recommended by Jamie, and she said something about removing it, and I forgot to do that again. Probably not a good idea. I'll be caught again tomorrow. But I've seen how these fundraisers go, and apparently you need to demean yourself and do something bad, and people will support. So I went out and got. Remember with my last show, I taught you about how to make coffee. I can't drink coffee this late in the day because I need to go to bed soon. So I thought, let me do something healthy and enjoyable. So I got some carrot cakes. There's carrot in the name. That means it's healthy. So I don't know why people keep saying Baker. Baker is not here. True kind kangaroo. I've seen you communicate with him on the Twitter today. Horrible, horrible person. What is it called when you make something happen? Hey, my girl Linds doesn't know what it's called when you try to make something happen. And there's nothing wrong in looking stuff up like that. A lot of people are making fun of her corn searches. She might be a functional retard because she has to look up a lot of weird stuff that other people might find, well, is basic knowledge. But do you know how hard English is? Some people actually have it as their third language. Well, not a lot of people, but they're dumb people. Oh, I can't show that one. It has green pies in it, though. Nope, not that one. Back in character. Just need to put this over here. Because, as you might know, I am quite a business myself. Hot business, some would say. And the other day, I was having a guest on who asked if I was an LLC. This guy wasn't that smart. So I had to tell him, no, I don't have an LLC because an LLC is when there's multiple people. But look at my girl, Linds. She doesn't just make up stupid questions like that. No, she goes online and says, what is an LLC? This is how you learn, people. Make sure to Google stuff. A limited liability company, which probably some people should have, so they don't personally are liable for everything when they sue people in other countries without having a legal standing. Oh. I don't know why I said that. And again, a lot of fun have been made about all of this, but this is totally natural. We don't ask questions we don't want answers to. But maybe you're just a little bit interested in what goes on out in the world, and that's perfectly natural. Or maybe you're sitting at home a little lonely and thinking, is anyone thinking of me? So you self-Google. We have all done a little self-Googling. You're sitting there one night, you're thinking, oh, I haven't heard about me in a long time, and I am the most important person in the world. So you say, Lindsay Gitani, just to make sure if anyone is mentioning you out there, hey, so what if I'm hot? People like me. So don't make fun of my girl Linds. She's just looking out for number one herself. I forgot to wax my chin. No, this is natural. I am writing the natural way. Can you get my autograph? It's going to be worth so much American money someday. You can. As I disclosed on my last video, there will be Good Times 2026 calendars coming out. And if you buy into the naughty tier, as I call it, the $100 tier, you will get not only my tasteful calendar, boudoir pictures, of course, in my sexy cosplay, if some people buy it off Amazon for me, but you will also get behind the scenes. And I will write your name on my niblets for a small extra donation of $50. You can get one of your names on my niblet. I'm just saying the naughty tier is one you want to be. Of course, I start the naughty tier at 100. No, it's not no, I'm gonna, because superheroes are really in. So if you go on my Amazon wish list, you can buy me cosplay costumes. You can see me as Superman. You can see me as Batman. Batman isn't more natural for me because of my voice. I'm Batman. So I'm just gonna smoke a little bit more and it'll be perfect. And you can see me as the Flash. Funny, that's my nickname for Baker because he comes so fast. I'll buy the highest tier if July is a goatsy cosplay. I don't know what goatsy is. It sounds horrible. Hey, Jen, just because I can put your name, Brandon's name, and a few other in chat on each sniplet, don't be a hater. Some call it saucer place titlets. Other calls it. That's nasty. I've had kids. You know what it is. I am blushing because I can feel the love. And when I feel love, I blush. Because there's so much hate out there. So much. And we saw it yesterday with the misogyny provided from the Wilbur. All of these men hating on women. I've seen the pictures. Not one woman. Emily C., who claims she's a woman. Can we believe her? I thought Auntie Depp was a woman, but apparently it's a guy. Horrible that men take roles from women. Were these searches recently published by whom? Well, the horrible man called Jason, who is also being sued by my girl Linds. So remember, contribute to her defense fund. He released it yesterday, and no one should look in it because it's horrible. Most of it is really boring about nothing, but there is some good times in there too. What is it called when everyone joins a group just because everyone else does it? Searches that everyone needs. Melanie was going to the cream pie mountain and she was really excited. I don't know why people find that interesting. Cream pies is apparently what Baker calls his $4 subscribers. So what? Everything is misogyny. You know it as a woman. The only reason 1,000 people came yesterday was because they were hating on a woman. Yesterday was a show only about Kate Peters and how hateful they were, except one part. Our girl Linds won Ratchet of the Year. More misogyny. Because she's a strong woman who was abused by Aiden. The cops couldn't see it in the video, but we know it because she said so. Believe all women. Hashtag me too. We know she was abused. And then his audience, if he has any, made her Ratchet of the Year. Do you know how it made me feel? It made me feel like I wanted to take one of these cupcakes and take its clothes off. And just because it looks a little dry, and I know we're getting ready for bikini season and the cosplay, but it needs a little double dollop. So that's what it made me do this yesterday. Well, looks like last night. Can I see if I can get an interview with Turtle Boy? I wouldn't talk to Turtle Boy if you paid me to do it. Because that man, did you know he went around? Oh, it looks like my panties. Did you know he went around collecting money and called it a whore tour? This is how he watches women. He claims we are all whores, and not all of us are, because some of us can't get money for it anymore. So we're not whores. Has anyone checked on Grandy to see if he has stopped crying yet? Grandy is the only man who is not a misogynist. Grandy is so feminine that I actually think that he's more feminine than I am. He is the only one standing up for Linds. And when Haley Valbrecht, Jason Boyles, I just make up these nicknames all the time. I'm so funny. He released it yesterday, and Grandy went in and said, "This is against the order from the Popo." And I'm sure he's going to write a lawsuit very soon against him, even though it's a civil suit and it's different. But don't you worry, Grandy will take care of Linds. And rumor has it, 2, 3, 4 guys down the road, Grandy might get a stab at the fish taco. If you know what I mean. 4 or 5 guys. She needs to get it out of her system. He wasn't fond learning about the docking though. Did you use lip stain again? I don't know what you're talking about. I have my personal makeup specialist called Jamie. She's from Wisconsin, and she taught me everything I know. So these subtle layers of makeup is from Jamie. Thank you, girl. And I like the cheese rub that you recommended. Going to bed with a nice soft skin and smelling like cheddar. I dig it. So if you need some beauty advice, contact Jamie. She used to be on Baker's channel, but she got so sick of him, she's never co-starring with him anymore. She doesn't like him. It hasn't been open out yet, but after Karen Reed, have you seen her much? No, because she knew Karen Reed was guilty, and that's why Jamie isn't on anymore. So if you want to look as beautiful as me, contact Jamie at ihatebaker@gmail.com. She will give you all the tips. Did you know you can use cheese curds if you have any dryness around the mouth? Just eat cheese curds. That's how it works. Mm. No, she doesn't know how she does it, but she does it. And I don't know how she can find every makeup that's cheese based, but it's Wisconsin for you. Searching for Denmark pigtail schoolgirl docking right now, Broken Baker. Well, you won't see me because you'll have to be on my OnlyFans to see any of my material. Oh, oh, another horrible misogynist gifted memberships. Let's see who joined the misogynist club. Andrea Clark, clearly a woman hater. Welch's emotional support laptop. Page B, Ruby C. All of this sounds like misogyny. Life's a bit and a bitch, let me tell you. But you shouldn't waste good cheese on your face. Jamie says you can use it on your face and then eat it. It's good for you on the outside and the inside. Yes, beauty on a budget. Jamie's new cheese-based makeup line that will release Sunday at noon is worth it. It's probably the best products I have ever used, and trust me, I've used a lot. Most of it what I found in dumpsters around, but hey, you need it in your life as well. Oh, look and look. Tom Gillis, a man who really likes to hold his club in his hand. And you're making fun of Lindsay looking up a little man on man action. This guy is stroking clubs all day long. I wouldn't follow his channel if he gave me all three of his balls. No, but it's a sad time where we have to get together and fight what we see from the other side. We have to fight to keep our rights to be beautiful. And we have to make sure all of this hate that they are spreading about our girl Linds right now doesn't get anywhere on Twitter. If you see anyone on Twitter spreading anything from her digital downloads, go into her and said, would you do this to your mom if she looked up this much man on man corn? I bet you that would shame them right. Love your baker, beauty on a budget at its finest. I don't know why people keep mentioning Baker. Baker's not here today. Stop shading, throwing shade at me. This stupid wig. Thank you, Iris Peasant Feet. As my good friend Plevin says, you are the face of Irish poverty. I think he means it as a positive thing. What's on your cheeks, anyways? It's a little highlighter, like you told me. You said go with a small piece of brie and then just dab it, dab it, dab it. So I dabbed a little piece of brie. You can hardly see I touched it at all, Jamie. I don't know. Can you tell? Do you feel I needed more? Slight bit of Gouda here, slight bit of Gouda here. And for our interracial audience, a little Tex-Mex, just a hint. Is a cheerleader uniform next? Well, that'll be next year's calendar where you can get me in the cheerleader uniform. I can fit in the cheerleader uniform I wore in high school. It needs a little help staying on, and you might not be able to see as many parts of it as you used to because you know how it is, girl. Things get looser, but I can fit in it if I don't close it. And you, I know you want me in that cheerleader uniform. It's like in A Few Good Men, you need me on the wall. You need me with a pair of pom-poms, no top, and a very short skirt. I don't know what you mean, prison maker. Stop hating on women. Lincoln the Golden, maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's cheese. This is cheese-based. It's by Jamie, new budget makeup line coming out tomorrow at noon. She's sponsoring the show, so send her some love tomorrow. See, the brie cheese highlighter. It's because it's so subtle you can hardly see. It's just to touch up. I have very, very distinct natural cheekbones. So she said, just a slight little bit of highlighter and you be popping, girl. This is word for word what Jamie said. She said, you look as good as an O-line man from the Packers. And the Packers are known as what? Cheeseheads. So you know it's a compliment. I have a special leave-in conditioner that is also cheese-based. It gets a little hot in here, and it smells just a little bit like fondue, but it's worth it. Look at the shininess you get. Cardi B would be jealous of those wigs. I don't wear a wig. This is my natural, beautiful hair despite the look. That's hateful commenting on my beauty. Yes, that's the only downside about Jamie's line. Even though it is cheese-based, it will still smell like vanilla. Thank you. Yeah, well, you taught me well, girl. Can you tell I have a little bit on my eyes as well? I know it's very discreet. One of Baker's moves is bigger than the other. He entered a wet t-shirt contest, won first and third. Zach, you want to know something funny about that big? I've been living at his house the last 3 days because Marissa didn't want to pay for a hotel room when I went over here and made the channel good. Baker's one nut is also longer than the other, and he only has two. Isn't that weird? A man with only two balls. I I say three or above, at least three or above. Are you wearing the white eyeshadow from your leftover days playing left tackle for the XFL? No, Forrest Dump. This is Jamie's new line. Mm. Lips need a touch up. No, Dave. Just because you need makeup, you're not handsome naturally like me. Don't hate. Hate is an ugly color on you. A lot of you who supported the Free Can Read movement are green with envy. And green is a really bad color on you. You shouldn't use that. Thank you, Shady. I'm so glad that people can see how natural I am. Sorry. A handsome woman, Lamau. Do you remember what happened to Picard when he said that? No? Who's Picard? I won't give you any money. Give Lindsay your money. She's fighting Aiden, known bad person, who is helped by. Do you know how he sounds his dog whistle, and all of these people come running and attack poor old Linds and me because I stand up against him? Yes, in her phone extraction, she doesn't really seem to know who I am, but she finds out when Kate tells her. Her and Kate is really talking a lot. And then one New Year's Eve, we had a real girl on girl talk. Not no no not that type of girl on girl. She's more like on man. But we talked for 4 hours on New Year's Eve. Only the bestest of friends does that. That's why I'm so proud to call Lindsay my friend. I even took care of her kids when the McAlberts ordered her to court so they could get Aiden thrown out. You didn't know that, but yes, it was me. It's always me. I am inescapable to you. Aiden, I made you look a fool to me. Aiden, you want me, but you can't have me. You think you're good enough for me. Wow. Patty B, never. Baker is done. His YouTube career, if you want to call it that, is over. I talked to all of his mods, well, all his female mods, the horrible men I don't like, Valhalla, misogyny, Brandon, misogyny, anime rumpy over on Rumble, misogyny. But I talked to all of his female friends and friends, slaves more like it, and they said, "Oh, Linds, TTT, you so hot. We want to be like you." And I said, "You can, if you get rid of misogyny in your life." And they said, "Well, we don't really feel there's a lot of misogyny because we yell at him all the time." That's because he has a domination fetish. He wants you to yell at them. And they said, "Is it true?" I said, "Yes, try not to yell at him." And they said, "We can't do it." No, because he will then be flicking his bean. I don't know if he has, it's the size of a bean, to you yelling at him. So, girls, come over to my channel where we are open. We accept debate. We don't hate like they do. And all of them said, "Yes, that will be Monday. We will be with you, starting a new trial from Florida at 8:45. We will show you how good trial coverage is done. Not like this horrible shit you have seen for the last 3 years with the baker. Is he even a baker? I never see him bake while doing trial streams. And we will be covering that. That's a man in Florida. See a pattern who unalived his mistress, baby mama, while she was 8 months pregnant. That's a case I can cover because I am a woman. I feel for this person. Baker would just sit here and make fun and say, "Oh, did she work at the Waffle House too?" Or, "This guy looks like he ate a hand grenade and never found the rest of his teeth." I would never do that. So you should watch it with me, and maybe Jamie will join me because Jamie likes me. She said, "Girl, finally we can talk cyclists again on this channel. Baker doesn't like period talk. You and me, girl." So that'll also be 1 week a month. We will have what's called the 8-day visit, where every stream we will be discussing flow because we don't feel there's enough focus on it. So Jamie said, "I think that could be a good idea." And I said, "Girl, me too." And we can then fundraise so I can start wearing real pads instead of just coffee filters. Money's tight, y'all. Maybe you should donate. Think about donating. Thank you, Amspire. Hands up to fix this lovely Miss Bakerine. I don't know what you want to fix. Carla Marie became a member. I feel so sorry for you, Carla Marie. You must have hit the wrong button. No one should support this asshole. Put your Red Wings on, boys. Yes, support women. I watched a true crime last night on Melissa Wolfenberger. It was so wrong. I was pissed after seeing evidence and her family in the trial. Well, that case was clearly a man who was guilty. He killed his girlfriend. I watched that trial and I saw it instantly because he was a man. He hated his wife, he dominated her, and he killed her. And it was against all common sense to point at anyone else. Did you know Baker made a video based on that case?
It ain't candlelight, it ain't champagne, just neon buzzing and a busted up train. Didn't plan on losing my heart tonight, but on that greasy rooftop it all felt right. On the roof of the Waffle House, love gets loud. While Dixon's in the kitchen, we escape the crowd. He might motorboat me like a big old beast, the Lord have mercy. He smells like yeast, might not be forever, might not be clean, but on that rooftop, I'm his queen. Don't wear dentures, I don't wear pride. We climb that ladder better just to let it ride. No white picket fence, no wedding ring, but the waves touch me makes the rafters sing. On the roof of the Waffle House, love gets wild. While Dixon's in the kitchen, we escape the crowd. He might motorboat me like a big old beast, but Lord have mercy, he smells like yeast. Might not be forever, might not.
See, and he got it all wrong, believing a man, that man killed his girlfriend, because who else would ever kill a girlfriend? That's why I know Karen Reed is guilty, because Karen Reed had masculine traits and John O'Keefe had a little feminine trait, and it's always masculine who kill feminine. That's why I also believe that Wolfenbarger was guilty. There's no convincing me. If you believe that, you're just dumb. If you point at her dad and said, well, he was a serial killer and he didn't like her, well, la-di-da, that wouldn't happen. If you say, well, she was a drug addict, maybe she OD'd and someone cut her up and threw her a random place where druggies hang out, that couldn't have happened. Your hair and makeup match Waffle House song. Well, thank you. At least he got something right. So don't watch Trials with Baker. He's always wrong. The only one who's right is me. That's why I'm suing his fat ass. And I will win. What the hell? Just need some spare parts and you're good to go, Zach. Oh, well, I have heard Baker said multiple times that he could send Vice Baker to North Korea and get you some spare parts. So kind of seems like a you problem, right? "14 months, Slate Twister trailer, Slay the Day." Thank you, because let's be honest, guys. This is the best this show has ever been. And you are all surprised that you didn't know my channel. I know you might have heard stories about me from Aiden. And then you saw me on Baker's channel for the first time and found out how wonderful I am, how smart I am, and why you should support me. You can send me super chats on my PayPal. You can't send it on my channel. I don't think I'm monetized on YouTube. But you can send me on PayPal. You can send me, you can write it in a letter, babe. Send me a check. Just make sure the IRS doesn't find out Mama doesn't want to lose her Social Security things. Come on now. Have to be smart about those things. And I'm very smart. That's why I get all my donation on electronic media, so the state can never find out if I might have had too much government assistance. It's just like Bitcoin. No one can see money on PayPal. Yes, pay the troll. Thank you, Nanya. Well, if I can change one mind a day, I will feel like I have done something correct, because there's so many trolls out there who just goes and do what they can. They find a poor little woman and they attack her. Baker found me and he lost because, just like Katy Perry, I got the eye of the tiger, higher survivor, and you gonna hear me bawl. Heaven. And Baker found out ain't no quit in this bitch, because he thought he could steal my content. No, I steal your channel. And that's why the next one I'm going after is that horrible Auntie Deb, who I have thought for 2 years was a woman who I can't stand men pretending to be women. It really flappers my gast. I would say I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I am disappointed. These people who paid money to the Wilbur yesterday to go see that show, who found out that Auntie Deb was a man, and not even a crossdresser like a decent person would be, but a man stealing a wonderful lady like Bev Canoni's name. I had stood up and walked out. I would never have gone there because they don't take EBT cards at the Wilbur, but I would never have sat there. So everyone who sat there didn't only participate in hating on Kate Peters, on Lindsay Gattani, on moi, but they hated on every strong woman out there by supporting a man who lies about being a woman. I don't think that's okay. So I think you should all go over to Auntie Bev on Twit and say TTT says teehee teehee teehee, so he knows it's ironically we are laughing at him. I totally thought Twisted was a man until the other day. Carla Marie, thank you so much for the $50, but please keep those. I know you snuck into my DMs, and $50 is $50. Like I said to all the boys back in school, well, they had to be all the boys, and I had only gotten $50 for it. But please, if you share or any of those pictures, I will copyright strike you, because no one has two so mismatched titlets like I do. Just, I will recognize them. You just need a pair of sunglasses to use as a headband. Well, I can fix it if you want. 2 seconds. Do I have something I can play that's idiotic? Well, he only has idiotic things.
I like turtles.
Oh, that was horrible. Let's find something else.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100% correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh my God, Baker's a clairvoyant. Jesus.
That's a really, really good argument for why you make this evidence number 100. The judge is
Oh
gonna
my
love
gosh.
you.
Oh Lord, this is the funniest thing I think I've
Again,
seen in a
please.
while.
And people wanted to watch your
Farrell, clip
business.
that.
Yeah.
Whew.
Should
I
business
will-
who? Look at
I'm
this. This is
verklempt.
much better.
Verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Are we
Barbara
ready?
Streisand and Funny Girl.
Yes.
Your Honor, I apologize.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
Exhibit
Because
100.
it is 100% correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
Do you see the lawyer's face? Okay, we have to go back and edit
Look at
because
this
I want to see.
guy. Oh my God.
See, legal minds like me and Bradley on knows that's a good trick. Just make it exhibit 100 because that's 100% true. And it's a part of the law. If you do it, they will always accept it and say, that is correct. I don't do math. TT doesn't require math. We don't do math because we don't need math, because what you feel is right. Miss Jessica, thank you so much. You're a strong woman. I will work very hard to convince you are wrong on all your takes in the Karen Reed case, but I know you're a strong woman because you were a fighter, just like me. And I will make sure at some point you will realize you were just stupid, because some women are stupid, but I will save them. I don't know why people keep talking to Baker, but that Nicola, she could say hi to me instead. Maybe that would come through instead of her hiding from Baker all the time. I don't know what's wrong with her saying hi to Baker when I'm here. Would you walk into the Queen's palace and say, "Oh, hey, Mr. Mayor"? No, you'll say hello to the Queen. Are you saying math or meth? None of it requires counting. It's just as much as you feel is right. No, because when we women get together and we start frolicking, we get this positive feminine energy where we really just extends over time and matter, and we can just be women. So all of these things that people are saying you should do, go to work, make laundry, buy stuff, earn your own money, you don't need that. You just need to be a woman and have someone who will pay for it on Amazon. Yes, Ian Whiffen taught us how time drift, and that Alexis is just as good as a space rocket. It's science. I know a lot about science. I used to be a science project. That's at least what my mom told me, because she said, "I don't know who, but DNA is going to find out who your dad is." Hope someone sends you a coffee. Sadly, there's no Starbucks in this hellhole of a city. So I am resorting to, just to step up a little, I have to do that just to keep my caffeine level high. Who buys the 6? Funny, because if you go into that horrible piece of paper that someone left out there yesterday, you will see where Lindsay is asking her neighbor for a cigarette because someone is keeping her trapped in her apartment. It's not because she doesn't have money. She just needs one cig, and she can go buy a pack tomorrow and give the other one some. But someone is keeping her trapped, and it's not the sewer turtle. So I don't know who it is. Apparently, no luck with men, but who had luck with men. As I always say, women are from Venus and men are from hell. Am I right, girls? Yes, I am. Special KML, we got your back, girl. Thank you so much. This is the support that makes me want to do this more and more, because over on my channel there's a lot of wonderful people, but EBT cards are not really easy to make super chats with. So I'm glad that I could steal Baker's channel and get a little Lola out of this. So thank you all so very, very much. Cream your jeans, girl. Just do it. That's for later, if you know what I mean. Making sure my blood sugar take care of you. Yeah, you know it how it is. You're on the rack, as they say in England, and all of a sudden you just feel down. But luckily, you can have a little energy drink and top it off with that. And it's good for you. It comes from a cow, so it's diet. Have to go to bed. Don't be rough with this, Huddy. Spire, it's been an hour, and I know the guys can't last longer with me. You ladies, of course, could. So I have to say again, go support our girl Linds against misogyny. I have pledged all the super chats today. I'll send to her, just like Amber Heard pledged her donation from Johnny Depp. It's Saturday, the day after the worst day in history, Aiden's successful Wilbur sold-out show, with all the horrible misogynistic things that happened at that show. Me and Kate will be trying to put on a show at the Wilbur in the near future. Look out tickets will be put on sale. It'll be a rendition of the vagina monologues, and all of it will be lip reading. So get seats on the first 2 rows if you want the full experience. When me and Kate Peter will do a silent lip reading show of the vagina monologues. Oh my fucking god.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
So you literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, I'm in love.
Go back. Please do that again. Oh, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No,
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
no,
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
probably did. Everybody has.
So there-
Everybody has.